Hi, and welcome to the Sliabh Luachra Music Trail concert for Culture Night. I'd hoped to actually broadcast a live um, concert, but to stream one, but that wasn't possible. September's just a very busy month, really. So instead, I've opted to show you kind of excerpts from the internet work that I've done over the last since last November. If you don't know me, my name is Owen O'Sullivan. I do a part-time job for Cork, Kerry and Limerick County Council called the Sliabh Luachra Musician in Residence. Now, normally I'd have been playing music or talking with school children, running workshop sessions at working at the festivals, um, but that wasn't possible this year. So I decided to kind of make a virtue out of the lockdown and try and grow an audience online and I suppose provide. Generally, there'd be a lot of people in the area going to the sessions, going to the Handed Down in Scartaglin, and that was gone. So I wanted to help people like connect with the music without actually having to leave their homes. So the clips that I'm going to show you are from all the work that I did for the Sliabh Luachra Music Trail, and you can see it on their YouTube channel, and sliabhluachra.ie is another good way of seeing it. If you stay to the end as well, I've a kind of special treat video that I'm going to release as well and tell you about it. So I started off last December with a thing called the Sliabh Luachra series. It's like MTV for mountainy music, and in that one, PJ Tehan from SCART was launching a vast archive of Sliabh Luachra music that had been collected, I suppose, through the Handed Down since 1914 since 2014, and then there was like loads of really good young musicians playing tunes they picked out from the archive, and then at the end of it, I launched a new record label, Sliabh Luachra Records, and the first thing on that label was an album by Brian O'Leary called Tranquility in Touring Cal. So I'm going to give you a clip of Brian playing some jigs from that album. So then in February 21, I put out part two of the Sliabh Luachra series, and this one had more performances by like upcoming young musicians, and as well it had Niamh Ní Cara talking about her album called Donnelly's Arm, and Tim Brown from Kentork was speaking about how he married an old poem and an old waltz to create the song The Girl from Glashkeen, and then we had Anya and Francis O'Connor, and they were playing some tunes from an album that they had brought out just before lockdown um, as well. So we'll have a tune from Tim, and or the song from Tim, and then we'll follow it with some tunes from Anya and Francis.
The heather was blooming in Cummer, the skylark was chanting a lay. From Tower with the soft breeze of summer came scent of the new gathered hay. Well, the gardens they never looked better, and the corn and the turnips were green. All along by that road where I met her, the girl from Glashkeen. You may talk of your Hollywood beauties, proud ladies of cinema fame, your Sassenach major French cuties, she sure would put them to shame. Her skin was like snow on the reeks when cold winter weather is in, and the paint that she had in her cheeks never came out of a tin. The ass that she drove was contrary, so slow was he lifting his feet, that I jumped on that cat beside Mary. She gave me one half of her seat. Her head soon lay on my shoulder, and we kissed, cuddled and nagged, and the plausible tale that I told her, sure alas it had little effect. Says she, there's a boy in Drishan that's breaking his heart about me. He has 14 good cows in his barn, and there's grass there right up to your knees. He've plenty of hay in the haggard, his yard holds a good reek of turf. From porter he's never yet staggered, he knows when he's taken off. They tell me he has no bad habits, Mum thinks that he's gentle and kind, Dad says 'tis a chance I should grab it, for better I never may find. Then don't you then think I'd be silly, well fit for the madhouse or zoo, to go out and to boil a black billy in the wilds of Australia with you. The knockback 'twas quick, 'twas sudden, I felt a great pain in my heart, as against my ribs it went thudding, sure I nearly fell out of the cart. My ship by the seaside I sought her, and next morning we sailed down the Lee, and soon many miles of salt water there rolled between Mary and me. That ever I go to do hallow, the chances may be 1 in 10. I never may walk by the aloe, or gaze on Sliabh Luachra again. But off Twen alone on the prairie, and nightshades come down on the scene, sure as oft times I'll think of young Mary, the girl from Glashkeen.
Well, then in March, I had number three in the Sliabh Luachra series. This one, again, was great, full of young musicians. There was an interview with the Manchester musician Michael Sheehy. Um, there was an interview with the American couple Crystal Bailey and Patrick Kavanagh. And Patrick Kavanagh runs a kind of Sliabh Luachra fan site called rushymountain.com. Brilliant website. And oh yeah, but the main thing in the third one of the series was to launch a brilliant album by the fabulous concertina player from Abbeyfeale, Maura O'Connor. So let's have Maura, and she's with Kevin Murphy on the mandola, and they're going to play some reels, I think. So then it was the Mars O'Keeffe Festival. I'd hoped to be able to record some footage maybe in the hall in Kishgame, but the restriction level was too high and we couldn't do that. So um, uh, the the committee gave me some old footage, and along with videos from some of the regular contributors to the festival, and edited all that together. And we also launched, because it was the 20th anniversary of the beginning of the festival, we launched a an album of by Maurice O'Keeffe of music that he recorded himself at home. And at the concert, I played a couple of polkas from that from the album. So let's have a look at that. So next was the Fly by the Field, back to Abbeyfeale. You can't beat the West Limerick crowd for good music. So we made we were able to record in Father Casey's GA clubhouse. We made 2 hour long videos of musicians, mostly from just around the Abbeyfeale area, area, area. But then as well that there was the All Ireland Bones competition video. That was like a third video as part of it. Not many people know that the All Ireland Bones competition is held in Abbeyfeale. Every year, people come from all over the world for it. It's well worth a watch. Just to see all the different styles and stuff like that. So for that, I'm going to show you a great bones player, Dave Murphy from Block, and he's playing with his son David and his nephew John, and then that's followed by Jackie and Evelyn Healy, and they're playing some nice polkas. Okay. Then there was World Fiddle Day. I didn't have that much stuff to do for this because PJT had put together a massive day of entertainment with launches, concerts, and a very special 3 hour video called Insights. Um, Myself and my dad did a few small short videos for the Insights thing. I'm going to show you Dad's contribution. It's about uh, the music teacher Tom Billy Murphy from Ballydesmond.
The Fenians were hardly rounded up in 1875, Tom, and you saw 2 world wars, the Land War, the War of Independence, the Civil War and the Economic War. An interesting world you lived in, and a world that did you few favours. I see an 8-year-old boy with tears in his eyes and an ache in his heart as his mother's coffin leaves the family home in Glencollins. You got over the grief as best you could, but it must have blighted your childhood. And ill fortune wasn't finished with you yet. Barely in your teens when that dreadful disease nearly crippled you and took the sight from your eyes and the light from your young life. But you were a survivor, Tom, and I suppose the music helped. Your old mentor Tigeen and Ossel didn't abandon his blind pupil in his hour of need. No scarcity of empathy there. He knew the hard road you had before you, and he made a fiddler out of you, in spite of your impaired bowing hand. I suppose he became a kind of a role model for you. Determined not to be a burden on your family, you hit the road with your fiddle, your tin whistle and the donkey as navigator, building up your student base and a reputation as a good humoured teacher, a fine musician and a great storyteller. And Tavian Shuluk bin Shesh Gaelach. In heaven heading west to what you dubbed Tirnanog, bringing news from Scott to Abbeyfeale, and tall tales from touring Glenahee to far-flung Fairies and Farnfor. Children danced out the road to greet you, and word spread through the district that Tom Billy had arrived, and a week of entertainment was guaranteed. Pupils played their old tunes, and new tunes were dictated and practiced. Local musicians called, and music rang to the rafters, and battering feet rose dust from the kitchen floor. They were the good days, Tom. They brought you fame, and if not fortune, they gave you financial independence in tough times. That dark November you got the stroke in Farnfor, your family took you back home to Ballydesmond and later on to Mallow. No children danced out to greet you, no hearty welcome at the door. Just the muffled sound of the nurse's footsteps, their subdued voices and soft hands as they eased your pain and prepared you for your final trip to Tirnanog. Now your fame has spread far beyond your native heat. Generations that never knew you play your music and smile at the mention of your name. You're remembered with respect and affection as a link to the music from a long forgotten time and a foundation stone of the golden age of the modern era. On World Fiddle Day, Sliabh Luachra remembers the blind boy from Ballydesmond. Rest in peace, Ulstock.
Okay, then it was on to the Concorton Festival in Brosna. Again, now I worked with the festival committee to make 2 great hour-long concerts. We recorded in the community centre and also in the church. And if you haven't been in the church in Brosna, you should go and have a look at it. It is, it's fairly spectacular. It's beautiful. There's a beautiful altar there. For a clip from this, I'm giving you Dara Horan, he's playing guitar, Greta Curtin on concertina, and Jesse Healy. And here's some really, really great, lively music. Then it was off to Touring Cahill. Now there's a summer school that runs there normally, but it had moved online for this year, so it was decided to do a few short evening kind of broadcasts to coincide with the classes going on by the day. Um, there's a really great two-part concert with Brian O'Leary, Brian Mooney, Anya, and Francis O'Connor. You saw them playing earlier on. So I'm going to give you a clip from one of the other videos. It's Aidan Connolly, uh, a brilliant fiddle player, and actually I think Aidan is releasing an album soon. You can be able to get it. I think it's the launch is going to be at the Patrick O'Keefe Festival in October. But here's Aidan, and he's playing an air that he'd learned from Paddy Jones. After that, I came home to Newmarket for the Scully's Fest concert. Like some of the other videos you've seen, it was shot in the Cultural Macaulay in Newmarket. We recorded some of the session regulars and other visitors, and this we use this concert as well to launch another record for the Sliabh Luachra label, and this time it was the turn of Emma O'Leary from Scartaglen, and here's a clip of Emma playing some reels from her album. Well, that's it. For things to look out for, I've done some recordings with the West Limerick Singing Club for the Gary McMahon Singing Festival, which normally happens in Abbeyfeale in October, but it's going online this year, so watch out for that. There's talk about doing a physical concert for the at the Patrick O'Keefe Festival, which is happening, and we'll be doing like proper launches for the four albums: Brian O'Leary, Maura O'Connor, Emma O'Leary, and the Morris O'Keefe 20th anniversary celebration as well. Um, oh yeah, the special treat that I was keeping to the end is I'm going to put out a video that I made of a lecture by Nicky McAuliffe. The lecture was called "The Tune, the Title, and the Composer," and I recorded it in Nicky and Ann's house in Castle Island for the Patrick O'Keefe Festival in 2020, and immediately after, maybe around I think around 10 o'clock. If this video is going out at 9, if you're then the video of Nicky and Anne is going out at 10. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any if you're any subscribe to the channel. um, Look at sliabhluachra.ie for if you want to get links to those albums that I'm talking about, and you'll see if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the Sliabh Luachra music trail, YouTube, follow on to the YouTube channel that this is coming from, and you can see all those videos that I'm talking about and more as well. There's the ones of Paddy Jones, and there's other ones. There's loads of videos there if you're into this kind of thing. I'm going to leave you with an outtake from the Scully's Fest. The Scully's Fest concert. It is I'm playing an old air called O'Rahilly's Grave, and I want to dedicate it to my friend who passed away in May last year, Pascal. We'll see you all soon. Bye.